Hey, Rising Robber, thanks for clicking on the video. Today we are continuing to learn all about the compatibility of the Virgo. Today's video will specifically be about the compatibility of the Virgo and Cancer. It will include sexual and intimacy compatibility, trust, communication and intellect, emotions, values, and shared activities. We are going to get started with Virgo and Cancer sexual and intimacy compatibility. When Cancer and Virgo are together, there is a potential for a great everlasting love. They have a possibility to become an inspirational contact of heart and mind, if only they give it the opportunity to enter each other's worlds. Their sexual relationship seems to be a lecture on emotion. The sign of Virgo brings Venus to its fall and suffers from a general lack of emotion. It is a rational sign with a lot to analyze that rarely gives in to the first impulse in their fragile emotional state. They are to learn on how to feel safe enough to let their guard down and shut their mind off in order to feel and enjoy sex. Cancer doesn't really understand how someone can have trouble getting in touch with their emotions and can have unrealistic expectations because of this. They will learn to understand their partner better and make a stronger sexual bond, realizing how different people can be. Trust. If someone can help Virgo build their trust, it is their Cancer partner. Although Cancer is a cardinal sign, they are stable by nature, especially when it comes to emotional decisions they have made. If they have chosen Virgo to be their loving partner, they will have no reason to lie or cheat. This behavior would only endanger their vision of a shared life and a loving family they want with their partner they chose. This is also a reason why Cancer won't have an initial problem with trusting Virgo. Their convictions are stronger than their doubt. Communication and intellect. This is a tricky side of a relationship for a Cancer and Virgo partner. The lack of words from Cancer certainly makes room for everything Virgo wants to say, but as signs ruled by Moon and Mercury, they have a simple conflict of emotion versus logic. Although Virgo represents the grounded sign of Mercury, and that makes it much easier for them to communicate with someone like Cancer, they are still leaning a bit too much on their rationality rather than their heart. However, both of these planets are ruling the human brain. Mercury represents the core, and Moon rules the rest of it. This is why when their topics and their intellectual strengths combine in the right way, and with their emotions to flow, they will find uncharted new territory in which none of them has ever been. Their communication can become very inspiring and magical if they accept each other's characters fully. Emotions. The rational side of Virgo can keep their overall emotional status very low. If Cancer starts showing their emotions openly and with no restriction, Virgo might get scared and start analyzing every little thing to determine if any emotion is really there. There's probably no greater turnoff for a Cancer than someone who rationalizes their own emotion. As if the fight to keep them afloat among the human race isn't enough, now they have to deal with a neurotic partner who dismisses them. The emotional side to Virgo is a deeply feminine side, usually ashamed to show her face, especially if Virgo partner is male. It becomes almost impossible for them to feel something if they are in any way pressured or feel mistrust with their partner. Virgo would rather be alone with a right book than with the wrong person, and it takes a lot of patience and rationality from their partner if they want to understand and wait for the ice to melt. If Cancer manages to do this, there is no reason for both of them not to resolve any other emotional issue that brings resolving, mutual or individual, while together. Values. If they form a truly functional and beautiful relationship, they will value each other. To Virgo, their Cancer partner will seem much more down to earth and rational than they are. And to Cancer, their Virgo partner will have to recognize soft spot in their heart. Have to recognize a soft spot in their heart. That was written wrong, so I figured I'd fix that. Other things won't matter much when they find each other because there's no compromise they both wouldn't make to keep the love going. However, their different values might represent an obstacle to them getting to this point in their relationship. As a deeply emotional and the most intelligent sign in the zodiac, one of them values family, love, and understanding, and the other intellect, attention to detail, and their health. It is not like they don't have a meeting point, but it will only be easily found if they both stubbornly keep to their habits and opinion. But it will not be easily found if they both keep to their stubborn habits and opinions. Shared activities. Although Virgo is a mutable sign and they can be pretty hard to follow, they do belong to the element of Earth and will be capable to wait for their Cancer partner to decide whether they want to join them or not. This is very often a relationship of two people who can manage without each other, so they will not be bound by shared activities as much as some other signs. If one of them wants to do something, unless truly insecure, they won't take it as personal insult if their partner doesn't want to do the same thing. This is where their rational compatibility will really come in handy as they make arrangements for their time together. Usually there will be just enough movement and romance for them to feel special, and this is certainly not the main concern in their relationship. After all, they would both gladly go to a movie and eat some popcorn, so there's always something they can do together, even if their needs are very different. So, in summary, Cancer and Virgo can have a wonderful connection and are usually brought together by sexual understanding. The main problem of their relationship is in the possible conflict between emotional Cancer and reasonable Virgo. If they manage to overcome this, accepting each other's shortcomings and learning to incorporate some rationality or some emotion into their lives, they can end up in an inspiring relationship that will last for a very long time. In a way, they complement each other as much as the heart complements the mind. If they share a spark of love, it would be a shame to miss the opportunity for happiness just because of someone's irrational expectations or someone's closed heart. Yes, 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 y'all. Did you hear that last little part, that last little summary? This goes for all signs. No matter what your sign is, no matter where your houses fall, no matter all the blah blah blah, for real, this goes for everyone. We can all have an inspiring relationship that will last for a very long time, if not forever. As long as we learn to accept the other person for who they truly are, accept their faults, not expect them to change their faults or their flaws or whatever, they need to do the same for you. Y'all have to want the same things. Y'all got to be willing to compromise and accept each other for real, for who you are. No expectations, really. And that's way easier said than done. It's something I have to work on every single day, y'all. But I promise you, I'm in the relationship I am going to be married soon because we were able to do these things. Like, it's really not easy, but we both wanted enough to take the time to think things through and compromise, to show love no matter how ridiculous we think the other person is being. You know, it just is what it is. Just be there, show the love, be understanding. Even if you don't understand, just hold their hand, act like you understand. You know what I mean? Just try. It really is just the action of showing that you're trying does so much. But when you just don't give a crap and the relationship is one-sided, it's never going to work out. It's time to go. For real. Time to go. And I know that might hit somebody kind of hard, but you cannot have a one-sided relationship. Did it for years, wasted so much time, and I don't want that for y'all. So if this resonated with you at all, or you just are a Virgo or a Cancer, hit the like button, hit the comment section. Let me know about it. Seriously, guys, all love is appreciated. Have a good one.